Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to do A Righteous First for Vengeance, issue number 5 by Image Comics, made by Rick Remender and Andre Lima Araujo. I hope I said it right. Yeah, we're continuing the series. If you want to know what's going on, check out my other reviews of this series on my channel, subscribe, and all that jazz. Yeah, let's dive in. So, Sonny and I believe her name is Riva or Eva, I'm not entirely sure anymore, or Neva, I believe, with an N. They escaped from the last issue, and they are, I don't know, here at the biker bar. I'm not sure what Sonny wants to do here. Well, I know, but in context of this review, I pretend I'm not. Anyway, so he needs to go inside, and Neva says, "Are you sure? I did my research before I came to warn you." Okay, and so we see this guy with this, I don't know, look on his face, doesn't trust anybody, and they are here with the broken Honda Civic. And Sonny gives Neva his gun just in case, and he goes inside. And then when he goes inside, we see what's happened in typical movies like this. One comes in the bar, music stops, everybody turns around and looks at the stranger that comes in. You can see at the faces that they do not like what they see. So, and then he also nods at this guy before he comes in. Anyway, so then the bartender says, "Hey, good to see you again." And Sonny says, sweating, "Yeah, good to see you. Jackson, don't mind forgetting. You were drunk as shit." "Right. You're welcome," he says. "I'm sorry, I just saved your life." Yeah, meaning, by treating him as a person that he knows, I don't know, the other people in the room probably think it's okay. So the music turns on again and they going on with their business as usual. And so he says to Sonny, this bartender, "What do you want?" And his hands are shaking. So he pours him a drink and he says, "Hey, you want some cigarettes? Reds for 20, okay. So what did you come here for?" He asks him again. So Sonny says, "What makes you think I came for something more? A guy like you? A place like this? What kind of a guy am I?" So he tells a story. He says, "Had a lady in here yesterday. Half her face was purple, like she was on a belly, on the floor, and somebody kept hitting on the side. Turns out that was the case. Turns out man she married used to be married to her mother." What? Never a great start. Her stepfather, husband, had been on meth bender. After 4 hours sleepless night, he was hearing voices. Funny thing about voices in your head after doing that much of methamphetamine, and not sleeping, he says, "You never hear a story where the addict hears nice words or nice voices." But then breaking news, so Sonny is becoming a little bit upset. Well, this man is still talking. He says, "And true to form, this gentleman's voice was not nice either. Friend of a friend told her about what we do here. I helped her disappear. Let her old man find somebody else, somebody new to beat on." And then we see suspect at large. But then the bartender gets annoyed. Sonny is really upset here. But before he gets annoyed, he says, "Now, when she walks in here, I knew her story the moment she sat down. I see some like her every few days. You, on the other hand," and then he turns off the TV. "Am I boring you?" And Sonny says, No, it's just, I'm from a generation, finds it rude to stare at a screen when somebody else is talking." But then before he can finish his sentence, this guy comes in. So Sonny says, "Surly looking guy, bandage on his nose. Local militia, off the grid nut job. Not the kind of attention you want. Come on, we talk in the back." And I really love this particular part here. So you hear me complain a lot about backgrounds. This comic has a lot, by the way. And I don't mind if there is some empty spaces in here, or some minimalistic backgrounds. If I get something like this in return, There's so much detail in here, and all this cool lightning, with the, I don't know, lights coming, or maybe the moonlight coming through the windows. It's just so cool. It's all garbage and cans and on the old computer, and I don't know, it just looks so real, if you can say that. So Sonny says, free passports and a credit card tonight. Cash? Yeah, not on me, of course. 10,000. You come back with any less and some sob story. No, I understand. So he gives him some kind of a telephone or whatever. Use it to take your passport photos. There's one number saved on it. Send the photos to it. He works fast. Meet back here at 3 a.m. Anything else? Try not to look nervous. So Sonny goes back to Neva, and they talk to each other. And he says, how does it look? Like you're tired and don't want to be at the DMV. So a perfect passport photo. So they're having, I don't know, a little bit hesitation about the whole thing here. And now she says, small town like this, maybe we could trust the police. He find us. Better to trust a man in a bar in the middle of nowhere that you read on the dark web. Only kind of people who can make us disappear. So I'm not entirely sure, although he says it here a little bit, but Sonny is a outside man. He just found her, wants to protect her for reasons that I still don't know. And he wants also to disappear with her, although he is hesitating, but he doesn't have a choice, because now he's a hunted man too, because people know who he is, the bad guys, whoever they are. So he freaks out a little bit here. So he again gives her the gun, and he says, hey, I'll be back in 20. And if you're not, leave. And go where? And there's a silence and some kind of a trust between them. So Sonny comes here at the bar, and then the lights flick on, and the bartender and his, I don't know, friends, goons, whatever, says, Mr. Punctual, got the cash, you have the passports. Yeah, this doesn't look good at all. I mean, I thought they having some kind of an exchange, in the bar itself, handing over the money, getting the passports, get the hell out of here. But no, this is very in the open with lots of lights and a couple of guys with guns. So he says, toss the money over. I prefer we hand off at the same time. Not to sound untrusting. If you don't want to sound untrusting, you're going about it all wrong. Whoa, easy, mate. So he's getting really aggressive, and he is hitting him a lot. He doesn't stand a chance, and they pummel into him. And he says, where is it? And Sonny is a little bit begging. I love the fact that Sonny is not a badass hero. He gets beat up a lot, man. And I must give him credit for continually doing this, putting himself in danger for somebody else, and he doesn't even know that person at all. It's just great. That's selfish. Anyway, he says, where? Dead either way, but one goes on way longer than the other. Your call. And so, but then before he can do anything, he says, just hear me out, Sonny says, and he blasts him in the head. And it looks cool, And now the action ramps up again. Sonny escapes while the others are just stunned about the things that happened before their eyes. So they're running after him. And I also love, small details, like they are running and they have to stop suddenly. And then you have these I don't know, these effects here. Looks cool. Maybe dust or whatever. And then out of nowhere, the girl comes with the Honda Civic. And he says, get in. So she jumps in the car, and look at these faces. So cool. But then these guys are shooting, and Sonny gets hit, but she too, in the throat and in the arm. I didn't see that coming, so I was surprised. And then, everything goes wrong. So her son is screaming. Sonny is terrified. And then a light out of nowhere from the right side of the car, and then comes, and then a truck rams into them, and they are, hitting real hard, and they are, being thrown off the side of the road into the forest, I guess, and they're crashing into a tree. And look, again, it's a lot of detail, a lot of kinetic action. It's really exciting to read, although the narrative is very minimalistic. I said in other comics as well from this series, visual storytelling at its finest. It's really, really good. So they are here, and Xavier is out. That's the son's name, I guess. I hope she's not dead, but we'll see. So these guys comes and wants to kill him, but then he finds this gun behind him. And okay, before I show you the next page, not really that. If the gun is here and you're lying like that in a car, it's really hard to get that gun in time or at all. But he managed to do that, and he shoots these guys, and they are dead. And then it's over. Not sure why these guys didn't shoot him, but maybe they want some information about, I don't know, the money or whatever. And you can see he's shaking too. His whole body is in, disarray. But then he can, before he can do anything, there's this guy coming up, this militia guy. And Sonny says, don't shoot. Don't worry about that. You're worth more alive. And that's it for this issue. Continue into issue 6 that I have. It's really, really, really good. I really love this series so far. This will be the next issue that I'm going to review pretty soon, I hope. Guys, let me know what you think about this. Is this something for you? This is not, I like different kind of genres of comics. And it was a gamble. And I'm totally on board with this comic. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.